A mistake I see so many solopreneurs make is that they believe that their beliefs are the gospel truth. And the consequence of believing your beliefs is that you will not get the results you want, because our beliefs determine our results. A belief dictates your thoughts and feelings, which then determines your actions and behaviors, which leads to your result. If you don't like the results you're getting in your life and your work, change your beliefs. I'm AJ Riedel. I help female solopreneurs who are not getting the results they want to break through their beliefs and to build their mental fitness so that they get the life and the business that they desire, including the money they want. Now, I created a cheat sheet with a 10-step belief busting process. I'll tell you about a little bit later, but the promise that I can make to you if you listen to this entire live is that you will come away with a broader perspective, a perspective shift actually on your beliefs. So I am a big believer in using this 10-step belief busting process, and I had to use it this week. I have had an old belief as I have started to launch my new coaching business that when it came to social media marketing, nothing I was doing worked. I wasn't getting the likes, the shares, the reposts, the engagement. Nothing worked and nothing was ever going to work. So my belief was that the past predicted the future. And the consequences for me of believing that belief, which I wasn't even aware I was believing, the consequences were that I would sit down to start writing a post for LinkedIn, or I would tell myself I was going to do a live on LinkedIn. And that belief would rear its ugly head and say, why bother? It's not going to work. Nothing you've done so far has worked. This isn't going to work either. And that big why bother would get me to, not take the action I wanted to take. And I wouldn't be consistent in posting on LinkedIn. And if you know much about social media, the experts all tell us that consistency is key. Now, you don't need to go to many hours of therapy and spend hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, on a therapist to bust a belief. It's actually relatively simple. It's not easy, but it's relatively simple. I found a fabulous framework. I learned it from James Wedmore, who's the founder of Business by Design, a fabulous business course. And then I fine-tuned it as I used it myself. And it turned into 10 powerful questions that you can either go through with someone else or you can journal on your own that will help you to figure out what that old belief is, how it is benefiting you, because a belief, you hang on to a belief because it is benefiting you in some way. So you have to figure out what the benefit is. For me, it was that I didn't have to get outside my comfort zone and risk anything. If I didn't put a post out on LinkedIn, I wasn't risking anything. And I wasn't going to feel that momentary ping of disappointment when nobody engaged in that post. Much easier just not to post at all. That was the benefit I was getting from that belief. And what was it costing me? How am I ever going to get better at messaging? How am I ever going to build my know, like, and trust factor with my ideal client if I'm not posting regularly? Duh. It was costing me is costing me serious money, because if I can't build a following, if I can't build an audience of people who see me as an authority, who have a problem that they know I can solve, I'm never going to get any clients. That's it. So that single belief is costing me money. So this is the way to bust a belief. I'm going to tell you briefly, and then I'm going to make you an offer because I created a cheat sheet. So here's the process I went through. I identified the belief and I figured out to some degree why I believed that belief. Then I figured out how that belief was benefiting me, what it was costing me. This is a really important question. I asked myself, if I fast forward a year, what will this belief continue to cost me? And my answer was, I probably won't be at this anymore. I probably will have thrown up my hands, said, F it, and quit. And I don't know what else I'd do because I really want to do this. I really want to do this coaching thing. Then the next question is, am I really ready to let go of the belief? Yes, absolutely. It's costing me money. What was the belief I wanted to replace that old belief with? And for me, a couple beliefs. One is that success is inevitable if I keep going and keep working. Two is that the past is not a predictor of the future. So success is inevitable and the past is not a predictor of the future. Those are the beliefs that I want to believe. Then the next question is, how will my life change when I believe this belief? And my life will change because maybe I will make some money. I will get some coaching clients. And then the final question is the choice question. Am I ready to let go of the old belief? Am I choosing to cling to that old belief, or am I choosing to believe a new belief? And the answer is not always yes, I'm ready to change. Sometimes I have to go back through the belief busting process again, or I go through it and I'm ready to change, but somehow that little old belief is still clinging to life in my brain, and I didn't quite clear out the old belief. So I have to go through the process again. So sometimes it takes several iterations, several times going through the 9-step, 10-step process. Sometimes it takes doing it, thinking I've got it, I'm ready to cling to a new belief, and then finding out a couple weeks or months later that I haven't quite cleared out the old belief, and then I have to come back to it. So it is an iterative process, but it works. It is incredibly powerful. I can tell you from personal experience how incredibly powerful it is. So here's what I want you to know. You can replace your old dysfunctional limiting beliefs with new empowering motivational beliefs in 30 minutes without hours of time with a therapist. My 10-step belief busting process cheat sheet, I am giving it away for free because I want everybody to recognize how their limiting beliefs are giving them unwanted, undesirable results. And I want them to be able to change their beliefs. So I'm offering this free. It's ajriedel.com/beliefs. That's with a capital B. It's right down here, the URL, and I will also put it in the link in the comments when this LinkedIn Live gets posted. So get the cheat sheet today and get started busting your dysfunctional, disempowering beliefs. Because believe me, these old limiting beliefs, they have a lot to do with why you aren't getting the results you want in your business.